Alright folks, it's Dave the Key Guy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a Toyota Camry key 2007, and I'm going to do this so you guys can follow along. And my main goal here is for you to realize you can do this on your own. It's very easy. It's not that hard. As a matter of fact, if you ever lose your keys, it would be a very great idea to learn this, because it would take you literally one time to buy the machine, 200 or less, buy the keys off Amazon, eBay, 15-20 bucks depending on the keys, cut you some keys just in case, and it costs just as much as it would to go to the dealership one time. So I'll teach you guys how to do this. There is one caveat to this. So the Toyota key, you have to have a programmer. So like Chevy, and I'll show you guys, I'll have other videos with a Chevy and a Ford, and I'll do other cars, and I'll show you guys step by step how to cut and program. Unfortunately, Toyota requires a programmer for almost every car they got. This one in particular, you can cut these keys on your own. You can, but you do have to have a programmer. They do sell dongles that go into your OBD reader, or not a reader, but the OBD port on your car. You could probably get one of those fairly cheap on Amazon or eBay. I guess maybe like 60 bucks. Me personally, I like the Autel device. If you're going to get into this business, I highly recommend getting an Autel device. So this Autel device, I have the KM100. It's a fairly small one. So it isn't. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around all. This thing here is awesome. If you end up getting one, you could program almost everything. But this thing is what I use to program keys in a Toyota. It does a wonderful job. I think I got this on a one of those on sale days on Amazon. I think I paid like $4.70 for it. This one is the X, if I'm thinking correctly. At the end of the code, it's an X in the model number. Yeah, see, it's a X, a Maxwell M KM100 X, and all that stands for the X, at least from what I'm understanding. It has lifetime updates, so you can always update it. That's, I guess, what the difference is. That's what I've heard. So that is one thing, though. You do have to have this to do the keys for your Toyota. All right, here's the Toyota key. Something else that I did not mention, this is a 4067. The difference is in these keys, it's the dot key. If your key has a dot, this is what they call a dot key. You have to have a dot on your replacement key. Alright, so basically, use your little flap there on your Belsaw to make sure that the keys are all the way to their ends here. Alright, to do this key cut and program, you have to have the master and you have to have the one you just cut. And you also have to have an all-tell device. And this is pretty straightforward. Let's see here, you take your all-tell device, you VCI, plug it in your OBD reader, turn on your all-tell device, okay. There we go. Accept. Alright, so what we're going to do, you know what, we don't have to do that right now. Alright. We don't have to do that either. What am I doing? Make. No. Alfa Romeo. Go to T. Toyota. What the heck is going on? Alright, manual selection. USA. Camry. 0709. Blade key. Yes is a blade key. Hot function. Key learning guided. Start. Tester cannot communicate because I don't have the key in the ignition. Make sure you put your master in the ignition. Escape. Says it failed. Start again. Insert learn master key. It is in. It has succeeded. Remove the key. Okay, so this is for the test to make sure it works. That's the master. This is the one I just cut. Alright. That worked. Yep. So I did have some slight issues, just to let you guys understand what was going on here. The VCI was not picking up the computer, the ECU. So the only way I could get it to work was to turn it to on without starting it. Once it recognized the master key, then I removed it. I stuck in the new one and I turned it to accessory, not on, just accessory. And I let it do its learning, and as soon as it learned, it succeeded. And you knew when it worked because the security light right here on the left, which comes on, I don't know if you can see the security on there. That might be kind of hard to see. No, you can't see it. Well, up there on the dash, there's a little window that has a security light. When that is flashing, it means that it did not work. It means that it's not recognizing the key, and the key is not programmed quite yet. So I had to go back and do it again. The last time I did it, it worked. Security light went off, everything worked, the key worked, started. So that is how you program it. Like I was trying to tell you, the Foley Belsaw, I got it at the flea market. I spent, I think, 45 bucks for it. I mean, something like that. The keys I bought today, I bought 2 of them. Those 2 keys, I was able to turn them into master keys with this device. And they cost me roughly $11 on eBay. And this device, I got it on Amazon a while back on a deal. I think it was about $4.70. And I used a firm. I checked out with a firm, and I got a very low interest rate on it. So it's almost paid off. It wasn't that expensive. It's just something that I didn't really feel like paying for right now. I wouldn't advise people to do that, but for me, it just seemed like I'd rather pay over time on this thing. It's not like it's that big of a deal. So that's just my advice to you guys. If you want to get into this, watch more of my videos. I'll be teaching you how to use this KM100 on a lot of different vehicles. So next thing I have to do is a 2016 or 15 Chevy Malibu, and I'm going to cut 2 keys for that person. I'm going to program those 2 key fobs. That is a very simple thing that I'm going to end up doing. And also, I have a few cars of my own that I'm going to make some keys for and program some key fobs. I will show you how to do those, and along the way, I'm also going to teach you guys a lot of tips and tricks that you would not even know unless you dug into this. But real simple things. You don't even need a device for half of the things that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to teach you how to do those. All right, thank you for viewing this video.